Hey, this is Glendon with Making Money with Storage Unit Auctions. The title of this segment, Mr. So Fresh and So Clean. I got this unit at Peter Street. I was reminded by Elmo, who I met off in the gym. It was funny because we were just sitting there talking about stuff. You know, it was one of those, aren't you? That's happening more and more often to me. It's kind of weird. I'm not going to lie. But nevertheless, it reminded me of this dude. It was like a little unit. It wasn't huge. This was not a jackpot unit, but it looked like hell and it didn't look like hell. As I was assessing the unit, there was a lot of stuff and it just looked like it was just thrown off in there. It was just stuff everywhere. And it was a 5x5 from the ruler to the tutor with stuff literally falling out when they opened the door. But the thing I noticed, everything was clean. It wasn't kind of clean. It was exceptionally clean. There was a shoe, and there was no dirt on the sole of the shoe. The shoe looked brand new, just a few scuff marks. And I was like, okay. So this was one of those units that someone had. There was something in there they needed, and they just pulled it all out, and they threw it all back in there. Probably the first time that it was loaded, it was pretty clean. You know, I bought it, and I didn't pay a lot for it. You know, everyone like, Glendon, dumbass. You sure got you a pig in the poke. I mean, it was just comedy because I was like, am I the only one seeing how clean this stuff is? There was a shirt hanging out. There was a brand new price tag hanging off of it. It's like, yeah, I'll take a chance for $5. And get in there. And I'm pulling out stuff. And it's literally thrown in there. But I have like a stack of stuff. There's like 30 shirts, all brand new with the tags. Just hit them with a steamer. Psh, I'm like, we're in the money. Easily. I kept pulling out stuff, and this was an older guy. He's what I would call a dapper dandy, an old West End brother. You know, with the hat, because there was pictures, and he always had a hat on the sun. One of those old West End brothers. He always had a hat on, like a Sunday hat in his suit, and he was always proper. He had the little skinny tie and the suit, and you know, very. Not a flashy dresser, but a sophisticated dresser. You know, dude was clean when he was putting it on. And I was pulling out the Stacey Adams, and then I found out stuff like certain things have more value than you think. Because I'm pulling out, and he had some of the original Stacey Adams. For shoe freaks, and there are men who are shoe freaks, they'll pay a lot for that. Because I put them on there, I put vintage Stacey Adams, and I started getting emails from Germany. It's like, hey, where'd you get those? What's the condition? Could you put some more pictures up? Yeah, freaking Jews went for $125. That was one set. He had several. And it just went on and went on and went on. I mean, for $5, I did well over $1,000. Just on clothing, shoes. There was a lot of stuff that I threw away. But the thing is, and this goes back to, you know, there are people who are trying to profile certain neighborhoods. I'm telling you, go out there, pay your dues, buy the units, because Mr. Dapper Dandy had a gold money clip, solid gold, fillings, crowns from the teeth, solid gold. He had those in the unit. Apparently those teeth came out and he just kept the gold because it was gold. He used real gold for dental work. And I mean, you know, $950 of scrap gold. There was the money clip, there was the crown fillings, there was a few gold coins, you know, real gold coins from I don't know when. Dude was old. Maybe his granddad gave it to him. But at the end of the day, the scrap gold value of that stuff was $2,000. Today, who knows? It might be damn near $4,000. This was a while ago. But that's how that little unit turned out. So the whole deal is, you got to pay your dues. I get a lot of emails. It's like, hey, what's the best tip? I can't give you a tip based on your area because I don't know where you are. I don't know your skill sets. I don't know what your competition is. I don't know how much money you have. I don't know what your work ethic is. All I can say is show up on time. Sign in. Buy your locks beforehand. Bring some cash. And have a means to haul. That's a means of transport. of the stuff lined up. Those are your tips. Due to the overwhelming number of emails I get, I just can't really answer all those little, hey, what's your tip? I can't do it. Also, I want everyone to say a prayer. Toshiba, it met an untimely death. A virus or something, I don't know what. But all those emails I was working on, all that stuff was lost. I still have the important stuff, but the email, the Outlook, gone. So if you send me an email and I didn't answer you, that's what happened. So going forward, I can find that stuff. It's just going to take me a long time to get to it now because it's in the Gmail account and I got to sort through all that stuff. Kind of sort of where I remember where I was, but once again, it's going to take some time. Alright, this is Glendon. We're making money with storage unit auctions. This dapper dude was super clean. He was super clean. I'm talking about so fresh and so clean. I'm talking Sunday school, Stacy Adams, press tie, press your money, skinny tie, hat tilted to the side clean. This guy was, and the thing is, I'm not going to say he was a regular guy because there was pictures of him in the unit, black and white pictures in barbershop. I think back then, men overall had a certain level of dignity that we don't have today. I need to work back on getting my dress on. I can when I want to. It's just working around the storage units for all these years. It's like, why? When I go out, people are like, God, that's you? I've never seen you in a suit and tie before. Stop it. But dude was clean. Dude was exceptionally clean. And it's kind of sad because, I left all his pictures and stuff there at Peter Street. Who knows what happened to him. But dude had legacy, and there was the whole family tree and those septa colored paintings, well, not paintings, but pictures, those portraits. He had all that stuff in there. I mean, seriously, if I wanted to fake the funk, I could have instant ancestors. Hey, this is my great-granddaddy Pukalo from Mississippi. Yeah, see, he's black, so, we're related. That's how it works. But that was a super unit. That was a killer unit for $5. And, I'm hearing various stories that some people are getting deals, some people can't buy a unit. Hey, it's just on you. But I'm going to do a video called Getting into Business 2011 real soon. Be on the lookout for that. Alright, this is Glendon. We're making money with storage unit auctions.